Shall we start?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we don't wait anymore. We start our chapters. So today we start chapter 7. So chapter 6 is the marketable security that we have done during chapter 5. Right? Chapter 5 behind dia ada lagi satu the one part we call marketable security. That one is chapter 6. All right. So today we continue 7. Alright, I show you lah better nanti you say you tak jumpa. Because of chapter 6 include in your final exam. So I show you lah better. Okay. Actually this one is chapter 5. Cash and marketable security. Actually this one is chapter 5 and 6. I better don't put this one. Right, chapter 5 is cash management. And then behind belakang dia ada satu chapter 6. Yeah, this one. This one is chapter 6, marketable security management yang ini. Right, marketable security management is chapter 6. Okay, so chapter 6, this one masuk dalam final exam. Chapter 6. So chapter 5 we have done already untuk test. Chapter 5 cash management. This one chapter 5 cash management we have done. This one test. So dia tak keluar lagi dalam final exam. So yang belakang, this one chapter 6, yes, this one include in your final exam. So marketable securities management. Okay. All right, so we have chapter 7, account receivable management. So we have at the end of the chapter, students should be able to manage account receivable, understand the basic component of credit policy. So account receivable management. So we have account receivable, or sometimes kita panggil customer account. So outstanding amount owed to a firm by its customers as a result of credit sales. So this one we explained many times already. What is credit sales? Meaning company allow customers untuk bayar lambat. So as indirectly the company give borrow money, right, to customers. So the amount of account receivable is determined by volume. First one is volume of credit sales. So when the volume is increasing, amount of account receivable also will increasing. Right, so this one we say as a positive relationship, right? Positive relationship. Maksud kalau credit sales dia meningkat, banyak sales, amount of account receivable also will increase. Second, we have the average length of time between sales and collection. Between sales and collection. So jangka atau tempo, right? The period, how long, right, for collection. So berapa lama untuk company untuk mengutip utang. So kalau tempo dia semakin panjang, right? The length of collections is longer. Then the amount duit dalam account receivable akan meningkat. So again, average collection period, this one also positive relationship. When the length, right, meaning that if the company give longer time to customers to pay, then the amount in account receivable will be largest. So this one is also positive. So next we have a credit policy is a system, right, for managing account receivable that include credit standard, credit term, collection policy. So it provides service to customers, smooth out sales, and attract more sales. So when we say attract more sales, mean kalau kita buat comparison, atas one company they have provide credit sales, another company dia tak provide credit sales, maksud dia tak bagi pinjam, atau dia tak bagi bayar lambat. So of course, the company yang ada bagi credit term, meaning that they have give you to pay late, the sales will be more, right? So this is what we say, attract more sales, right? If the company give credit atau bagi utang. So yang ini logik kan, kalau you ada pilihan dua syarikat, satu ada bagi utang, satu dia tak bagi utang. So biasa kita akan pilih syarikat yang dia akan bagi utang lah. So this one will increase your sales. And then we have one of the variable that could affect firm sales. So sales akan ada impact lah kalau you bagi kredit 1 bulan, 2 bulan, or even you give right, tak bagi ya. So if you give, your sales will increase. So they say this one is one of the factors ada impact kepada terhadap sales. So we have changes in credit policy. So any changes in credit policy involve direct trade off between cost and benefit. So we say trade off, you have to give and take lah. So kalau you bagi credit term, so if you give credit term, meaning that you bagi pinjam, of course, what happen? Your sales will increase, right? Your sales will increase, and tetapi risiko pun akan meningkat. Kenapa? Why I say risiko akan meningkat juga sebab when you give credit sales, they have chances, right? There are the chances, risiko di mana pelanggan dia tidak bayar, resulted in utang lapuk atau bad debt. Right, so you can see ease credit policy. Ease credit policy mean yang polisi yang senang atau longgar. Polisi yang longgar maksud dia you tak check betul-betul customers. So you siapa yang beli, you bagi pinjam, you bagi dia bayar lambat. So then this one ada risiko lah kalau dia tak bayar, then you are total loss lah. So increase, ease credit policy, increase credit sales and profit. But it could also increase bad debt, right? Utang lapuk, bad debt. So cost of discount, okay? So you have to balance lah. So you have to check customers. Guna 5C. This is what we your individual assignment kan 5C. You kena assess your customers. Then we have referred to the minimum financial strength and moral standing. Moral standing or acceptance, credit customers, factors involving the willingness to pay. This one is we want to measure adakah customers itu willing to pay. Maksud dia dia akan bayar. Dia memang willing to pay. and the ability to pay. Some customers dia willing to pay tapi dia tak ada keupayaan. Maksud dia tak ada duit. Dia cakap dengan you, I nak bayar tapi I tak ada duit. And this is not good lah. Right? And another situation is dia memang willing to pay and dia ada keupayaan, dia ada duit. Then this one bagus. Another one is ability. So as I said lah, ability yang dia memang tak willing to bayar and dia tak ada ability to pay, then this one is paling worst punya lah. Dia memang tak nak bayar and dia memang tak ada duit. Alright? So this one is yang paling tak bagus. Right, depend lah sebab dia company dia sama dengan orang juga. So if you want to pinjam duit to your friend, what you should do, you kena tahu your kawan, right? So you tengok dulu pernah dia ada pinjam duit tak? Kalau dia pinjam, dia ada bayar balik tak? So this one is all record dia lah. For company, is what I said before, ini adalah reputation of the company. So kalau dia ada rekod buruk, of course, company dia tak akan bagi credit sales lah sebab dia pun takut dia bagi then you tak bayar. Then dia akan resulted loss. Okay? So this one is under characters lah, characters. Right? Attitude, right? To honors the obligation, right? Untuk bayar utang. And then we have capacities. So the customer ability, tengok dia ada keupayaan untuk bayar atau tidak. Then we have capital, working capital of customers. So we have capital, tengok dana, right? Dia ada duit tak? Right, this one is capital. And you can also refer lah, kalau you nak refer, you can refer the net working capital atau current asset atau current liabilities atau the liquidity ratio lah. And then we have the collateral. This one you can refer the company asset. Tengok company ada banyak asset tak? Tanah ke, building ke, right? Shop juga. So which is if anything happen, dia boleh guna asset untuk bayar atau pajak lah sebagai securities. And then lastly, we have the condition. Right? Condition referring to the environment lah, persekitaran. So what happened now currently, yang paling obvious is what COVID law. So if they have COVID, the company untung, is it? Untung atau rugi? Some company COVID time they untung a lot. Some company dia tak untung. So depend lah the company that you selecting. And then this is condition lah. So 5, 6. Alright, next we have credit term. We have line of credit. So 10 days lah. Grace period, meaning 10 days they give you 10 days lah to settle. And then kita ada cash before delivery. I think this one you know, CBD. Kalau you ada beli barang kat Shopee, Lazada, that one kita panggil cash before delivery. Kita bayar dulu, dia baru deliver. Right, that one kita panggil CBD atau cash in advance. Sometimes dia guna the cash in advance. Right, lebih kurang sama. And then we have cash on delivery. So we have COD. This one also pun only introduced kan by either Lazada, I think Shopee dia ada. Kalau you can choose lah. Right, whether you want to pay now or you pay later. Right, the COD, cash on delivery. Barang sampai, then only you bayar. So this one dia target orang yang atau normally pakcik ke, aunty ke, yang dia tak pandai guna internet transfer. So kita nak bayar Shopee kan kita kena, dia ada method kan, online transfer or there are few method lah, atau you using credit card. So COD, kalau pakcik-makcik dia tak ada, dia boleh guna COD, which is barang sampai baru bayar. And then we have the net 30, this one payment in full within 30 days. So this one we also explained before. Then we have 2/10 net 30 entitled for 2% discount if payment made within 10 days. So a payment in full within 30 days. So this one, kalau dia nak ambil discount, dia bayar dalam 10 hari. So kalau for 10 hari untuk company, this one adalah collection period. I think ramai yang salah dalam teks. Sebab ada satu question dia ada bagi discount kan, lepas tu dia cakap customer ambil discount. So maksud dia pay dalam 10 days. So 10 days is a collection period. Ramai pergi ambil net 30 ya. So ramai disappointed. Ramai yang markup pun tak tinggi, I think. Next, we have example 3/15 net 30 credit sales 10,000. So contoh sini payment within 15 days. Kalau dia nak ambil discount. So kalau customers dia cakap I want to take discount. So berapa dia bayar? So kita boleh calculate contoh kat sini 10,000. Right, 10,000. Tolak the discount. 10,000 darab 3%. 3% is the discount. Atau I convert to decimal point, it is 0.03, which is 10,000 minus 300. 300 adalah discount. So you hanya bayar 9,700. Right, 9,700. Atau, or you can calculate as this one, 10,000 darab 1 minus 0.03, 3%, 0.03, then we have 0.97. So you should get the same answer, 9,700. All right, now you calculate this one, and then you type the answer in the chat box. All right, calculate. Payment within 15 days, 88,000. 15 days? Betul lah. Iqmal. Where is the 15 day datang?
Dekat soalan bawah.
Yang lain, please calculate. Why only one student calculate only? Others, when I say ada 3 orang. All right, so we check. So we have 88,000 minus 88,000 darab 2%. So kita boleh guna 88,000 darab dengan 0.98 lah, 98. Okay. So we have 86. Yes. Yang salah memang your friend bagi 15 days itu salah. It's 10 days kan? Mana this one is a new one lah? Mana? Oh, okay, salah. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. This one should be 10 days lah. Sorry. Lupa. Alright, so this one is 10 days, sorry ya. Okay. Sama lah. So 15 days. Kalau payment within 15 days, yes, 88,000 lah. Kalau dia bayar 15 tapi tak ada orang akan bayar 15 lah. Dia akan bayar last day, 40 days. Right? Okay, so this one Okay, and then okay. Next, we have a guideline for violating collection period. So you can see kalau sini is net 40 kan. Kalau dia tak ambil discount, dia kena bayar penuh 88,000 net 40 hari lah. So kalau dia dah lebih, dia tak bayar, dan kita panggil dia violating collection policy. Dia melanggar polisi lah. So sepatutnya kena bayar dalam tempoh 40 hari. So what can you do? What can the company do if the customers tak bayar? So first thing, kita send reminder. Okay, sama jugalah kalau kawan you dah pinjam, you cakap, "Oi, bila you nak bayar?" Remind. Right, so how company remind? They send email lah. So to remind the customers that the account is overdue, without payment, by duplicate invoice. Dia ada invoice dia, atau brief note, you remind lah. Bila you dah email panggil bayar, atau printed card aging schedule, right, for the account with reminders note lah. Mungkin you dah email kepada syarikat pagi email. Then you kena follow up. Sebab kalau you tak follow up, dia akan bagi, nanti you remind again, dia akan cakap dia tak terima email. Biasalah kan. Juga dia email dia masuk trash, masuk dalam tong sampah. So dia tak jumpa. So to avoid that, mengelak, so you follow up. Pagi send email, petang you call dia. Tanya, pagi saya ada hantar email, you ada receive tak? Alright, then you ceritalah sikit, and then you boleh tanya dia lah bila nak bayar. Then collection activities must employ at a regular interval by following up letters, telegram, telefon ke, atau personal visit. Terpulang lah, you want to use which one. But normally kalau account clerk, dia akan telefon lah. Right, the telephone person in charge. This one is follow up lah. And then lastly, you dah reminder, you dah follow up, last, tak ada orang nak ambil handphone dah. You dah remind, first time you call, dia akan, normally dia akan entertain. Lepas tu dia cakap, nanti kita akan bayar pada hari, 2 hari, dalam tempoh 2 hari. So lepas 2 hari, you check account tak masuk lagi duit. Then you call lagi. Then this time dia tak akan jawab sudah. Normally is this case lah kan. First time you call, nanti dia akan cakap banyak reason. Second time you call again, third time you call again, dah tak jumpa orang. Then lastly, what should you do? Lastly will be drastic action. Last stage that include drawing a draft on the customers Collection by attorney. Attorney maksud dia you dah bagi pengguam, lawyer. Lawyer to handle. Dan lawyer akan keluar satu surat lah untuk minta bayaran. Atau you cari along yang berlisen. Along, collecting agent. Along yang berlisen. Right? Kerja dia kutip hutang. So you appoint lah, you lantik. So issue last resort afford by the customer. This one kalau you dah panggil lawyer, you dah panggil collecting agent along. So memang you dah decide tak nak buat business dengan this company lah. Sebab you dah sue dia kan. So atau the company masih nak beli barang from you. Dia masih nak beli. You dah tak bagi dia credit. Maksud dia kena beli dengan tunai. Right, this one is drastic again lah. So you dah memang because this one you hubungan akan terjejas lah, right? Sebab you dah hantar lawyer letter dengan hantar along yang berlisen, right? Collecting agent. Next, we have implication of changing credit policy, meaning that you change your credit policy. Here we have credit term. Right, credit term, lower price, attract new customers and reduce days stay outstanding. Atau collection period, shorter period, reduce days sales outstanding, and then an average account issuable, but it may discourage sales. So sama lah kalau you dulu bagi 2 bulan, but now you want to shorter jadi 1 bulan. Okay, so this one will discourage sales. Customer mungkin dia tak akan beli from you, right? Because the tempo berhutang sudah jadi pendek. And then we have credit standard. Credit standard, tighten standard, standard and bad debt losses, but may reduce sales, fewer bad debt, reduce the sale outstanding. So this one you evaluate lah. Contoh kita guna 5C, so you dah naikkan minimum requirement. So kalau you nak bagi pinjam, sales dia mesti melebihi 10,000. Then only ada credit sale bagi bayar lambat. Kalau amount kurang daripada 10,000, you tak bagi credit sales. Contoh. Right? Atau you check adakah this customer adalah loyal customer atau tidak, yang selalu buy product from you, then you bagi credit sales. Contoh lah. Atau from minimum 10,000, you increase, title mean you increase to 100,000. Yang below 100,000 memang tak bagi kredit, tak bagi pinjam. Right, this one is tighten. And then, credit standard. And then last one, we have the collection policy. Tighten policy will reduce days outstanding but may damage customer relationship lah. So collection policy, this one is lebih 1 hari. You dah hantar pengguam, you dah hantar collecting agent, then this is not good lah. So this one you damage customer relationship. Dulu you mungkin bagi chance, maybe extra lah 1 week. You try to do reminder, then you try to call, so dia orang bayar, then no problem. You tak terus panggil, hantar lawyer atau collecting agent. Alright, so a tighter credit policy yang ketat, policy yang ketat may discourage sales. Memang discourage sales, but increase cash holdings, sebab dia akan bayar cash, right? So you have a lot of cash, so you can invest the cash in a more productive asset. Right, this one, okay, chapter 7. So we have done. Any question?
No.
All right, so we continue. Chapter 8, inventory. Alright, inventory management. So learning outcome, we have at the end of the chapter, students should be able, right, to understand various inventory types, different inventory management system, and what determine the optimum inventory level. So inventory management, the purpose of inventory management is to manage, right, the inventory according to the according to the demand, and operating at minimum level of costing production. So we try to reduce cost. Right? Why we want to manage inventory? Because we want to reduce cost. When the cost reducing, your profit will increasing. Right, so here they have given you three type of inventory. First, we have raw materials, right? Basic input of production, basic. So if you want to produce products, you need to have raw materials. Second, work in progress, WIP, which is semi-finished good dalam process. All right, and then lastly, we have the finished good, good that ready to sell. All right. So here we have three types: raw material, WIP, and FG, finished good. Right, and investment in inventory also involve risk trade-off, risk return trade-off. So if you want to have low risk, then your return will be also lower. Next, we have inventory is the large percentage of firm asset, right? So inventory under current asset, dia punya percentage dalam balance sheet will also consider tinggi juga lah for inventory. And then inventory cost, there are the dual cost. One is cost of carrying too much inventory. So when they have carrying too much inventory, what is the cost yang you tahu? What cost that you know when we manage inventory?
Carrying cost.
What carrying cost? Tak dengar. Can you type?
Cost of goods sold.
Cost of goods sold. Hello. This one is inventory lah. Cost of inventory.
Cost of carry macam warehouse ke sir?
Yes, betul. Warehouse. Kalau you ada simpan banyak inventory, you kena sewa warehouse. Rental, cost. This one is cost. So this one is you have too much inventory. So you dah ada warehouse, what else you kena bayar?
Utilities. Utilities bill.
Utilities, yes. Some products kan dia kena masuk dalam bilik aircon. 24 hours buka aircon. Utilities, electric bill. This one under carrying cost. Ada lagi?
Overhead.
Apa? Just now what you say, I can't hear you.
Overhead.
Overhead. Okay, overhead. Lagi satu yang paling penting is the staff. Siapa yang nak uruskan your inventory? Kita ada storekeeper. Mesti ada orang urus. So you can see here, if you have very big punya warehouse, you have to pay more. If you have too much inventory, then cost of not carrying enough inventory, you just beli sikit. So kalau this one is the cost that you going to lost customers, right? Customers come to you, you want to buy, then you cakap, oh sudah habis, sold out. If you are the customers, what you do? You cari orang lain lah, you cari another shop to buy. Same here, if you have too little, right? Kalau sedikit sangat, selalu sold out, lama-lama customer tak datang. Right? Customer always say, this shop always sold out one, we don't go. Right? So inventory management, the main objective is what? Right? Find the optimum trade-off between carrying too much inventories versus not enough. So we try to find the best quantity atau kita panggil optimum quantity units yang sesuai, right, to hold. Right, so classify inventory by cost, demand, and need. So how we know that berapa lama kita kena simpan kita punya inventory? So dia bagi guideline kat sini, maintain largest quantities of items that have substantial shortage cost. Substantial mean banyak, tinggi, large. Right? Shortage. Kalau you tak ada produk ini, nanti you akan ada kerugian besar. So this one you kena maintain banyak dalam your inventory. Make sure dia sentiasa ada. Right? So dalam COVID time ada syarikat kan dia tak ada tak ada raw materials untuk produce. Resulted rugi tinggi ya. Sebab macam as example lah, I take example. Kalau kilang dia ada banyak operators, right? So kalau you tak ada cukup, if you have not enough products untuk operators untuk buat kerja. So then this one kita consider satu kerugian yang besar sebab operator dia sudah masuk kilang tapi tak ada kerja boleh buat. Dia duduk, dia tunggu masa. Then this one is a very huge losses. This one kita panggil dia line down. Sebab COVID time banyak materials from China dia tak boleh masuk. So ada company dia tak buka, kilang tak buka sebab tak ada raw materials boleh buat. So this one adalah kerugian besar lah kita consider. So if this is the case, kita kena maintain banyak sikit lah quantity of item. And then maintain smaller quantities of expensive item. Kalau the item is very expensive, then kita tak beli banyak, kita beli sikit. And then maintain a substantial supply of less expensive basic materials. Right? Less expensive basic materials. Then this one you boleh simpan banyak sikit. So kalau kilang ini dia adalah smartphone producers. The smartphone producers, what is the basic materials for smartphone? Can you give me an example?
LED screen.
LED screen. Okay, screen.
Processor chip.
Processor chip. Yang ini consider bukan not consider less expensive. Chip is expensive. Chip under expensive item. And then dia bukan basic materials chip sebab different models different chip yang digunakan. So yang ini kita tak boleh simpan banyak-banyak. Nanti dia ada keluar baru punya, then you tak boleh pakai. So the processor's chip is not a basic materials. Basic material contoh screw. screw yang kecil-kecil, right? In the smartphone, memang semua handphone, tak kira you guna Apple, tak kira you guna Samsung, Vivo, Redmi ke, semua phone mesti ada small screw. That one you boleh. Less expensive, tapi mesti ada. Kalau tak ada screw, you tak boleh pasang, you cannot lah, produce smartphone. Yes, that one basic is about screw, dia boleh guna untuk semua models. Kalau processing chip, dia tak semestinya model lain chip. Kecuali the chip is general, semua smartphone kena pakai punya. Then that one kita boleh under, that one is basic materials. Right? Okay, so this one is the less expensive basic materials. Next, we have cost of handling inventory. Cost dia kita nak calculate. So carrying cost, CC associated with holding, carrying cost, inventory over time. Here, this one tadi kita cakap. Example, obsolete. Obsolete is produk yang dia ada expiry date. Right, dia memang ada expiry date atau dia sangat cepat expired. Can you tell me apa produk yang sangat cepat expired?
Roti.
Apa?
Kan?
Apa tak dengar?
Roti.
Roti. Okay, roti betul. So kalau roti biasanya makanan lah. That's what your friend tadi said, makanan. So roti, so dia punya tempoh 1 minggu. So kalau dah lepas 1 minggu, dia dah sudah rosak. So this one consider total loss lah. Atau makanan lain, contoh sayur-sayuran, right? So this one lah. And insurance, right? Kalau benda dia memang berharga, right? Berharga, then you kena beli insurance. Right, and then extra staffing, right? You kena upah storekeeper. Lain contoh interest, pilferage, damage, warehousing, atau kadang-kadang you kena berhati-hati dengan pencuri juga. And then ordering cost, kita ada associate with cost of placing order. Right, you kena order, sini adalah satu cost, and receiving good. So this one delivery lah, delivery fees. Right, contoh you beli kat Shopee, you kena beli minimum RM15, baru ada free delivery. Kalau company beli sikit-sikit, sama dengan syarikat juga. Kalau dia beli sikit-sikit, dia kena bayar delivery fees. Then the ordering cost akan meningkat. Right, so supply, form, order, processing, clerical support. This one you kena, kalau kilang, dalam kilang dia ada satu department, kita panggil purchasing department. Kat sini siapa suka beli barang? Ada orang suka beli barang, pakar beli barang. Selalu beli kat Shopee, Lazada. Siapa?
Ada.
Ada siapa yang dia check? Okay. Better. Oh, tadi sini I check the battery. Stainless steel. Okay, plastic. Iron. Okay, that one is basic lah. So any yang suka beli barang siapa? Just right? Raise hand. Raise hand. Okay, cakap raise hand. You raise hand, then I okay, this one. Oh, Kak Nisa. Okay. Open the queue. Siapa lagi raise hand? Oh, banyak semua orang pakar beli. This one got how many? Wow, banyak raise hand. Okay, so here banyak suka beli barang. So you boleh boleh apply kerja sebagai purchaser. After you graduate, kalau ada company, dia ada satu department panggil purchasing department, you apply jadi sebagai since you punya hobi beli barang kan, then you dah match dengan you punya hobi, then I think you will be very happy, right? Enjoy kerja you, right? Sebab asyik beli barang. Beli kalau kilang beli apa? Beli plastik, apa lagi? Beli skru, beli bateri, benda-benda itulah raw materials. Bukan beli handbag. Okay, then you will be happy, right? Enjoy your work. Right. Bukan bukan beli saja, you kena compare price lagi kan. So memang dia ada kerja dia beri barang sahaja, beri barang untuk company lah, right? Nanti biasanya kalau supplier dia akan hari raya dia akan bagi hamper to the company lah, not to you. What else? This one lah, kalau you interested lah, you boleh masuk kat sini. Cari kerja sebagai purchaser. Tugas beli barang sahaja. Then we have total inventory cost. So carrying cost plus ordering cost. So tambah di situ lah. Then we have economic order quantity, EOQ. So kalau kita nak order quantity, kita tak boleh cakap nak order 10, 100. So kita guna formula helping lah, bantu kita. So dia bagi guideline berapa yang you kena order, right? Berapa yang you kena order. So method to use to control the inventory. So supaya you tak akan beli terlalu banyak atau you tak beli terlalu sikit. So kalau you beli sikit macam Shopee, you beli RM10, you kena bayar delivery fees. So sama jugalah for company. So the purpose is to minimize costs, right? How much to orders? So assumption here, inventory usage or demand is constant. Constant maksud dia tak berubah lah, right? And known over time. So inventory replacement is in instances, the ordering cost per order remain constant over time. So you check on this graph, this x-axis kat sini adalah order quantity lah. And then this one y-axis adalah cost. So dia ada dua jenis cost kat sini. So you refer the curve this one adalah order cost. Kalau you quantity semakin meningkat, the order cost adalah semakin menurun. This is what you order banyakkan, so delivery kalau kita bahagi, delivery fees dia akan semakin sedikit lah. And then for this one is the straight line here adalah holding cost. Semakin banyak inventory atau quantity, so the holding cost will be increased. So tambah these dua, kita ada total cost. So which is the curve, lepas tu kat minimum, which is the cross, right? Cross kat sini dua, is a minimum point for the total cost. Okay, so the EOQ model equation, here we have the formulas, right? We have 2 multiply D. D adalah demand per year, atau sometimes dalam question dia bagi firm total unit sales per year. Alright, and then darab dengan OC. OC adalah ordering cost per order, atau sometimes they're using fixed cost per orders. And then divided by CC, carrying cost per unit. Dia ada square root, punca kuasa 2. Right, next we have expected number of order dalam satu tahun, dia order berapa kali. So kita nak tahu dalam satu tahun company ini dia order berapa kali. So kita guna demand per year, right, divided by quantity yang dia order. Right, setiap kali dia order berapa. So then kita boleh tahulah berapa order dia order dalam satu tahun. Then we have the expected time between orders, T. We have working days per year divided by N. N is this one, expected number of orders. Alright, so again, refer question. Kalau question bagi 360 days, working days, then you ambil 360 lah. And next we have EOQ model equation. So DD is what? Demand per day. So kalau D ada pula, D is per year kan, per year. So if you want to calculate per day, so we using year divided working days per year lah. So again, this one follow the question. Alright, question 360. Next, we have total carrying cost. Right, carrying cost per unit darab dengan average inventory. So we have carrying cost CC Q. Q adalah EOQ yang kita calculate. Sebelum ini kita ada one formula. This is the economic order quantity kan, Q. So kita guna what we have calculated. Dan kita masuk dalam sini quantity. Dan kita bahagi dengan 2. Darab dengan plus as safety stock. Right, safety stock. Next, we have the total ordering cost, TOC, which is the order cost per orders, multiply number of order per period. Alright, so we have the OC, ordering cost, darab dengan year sales, year demand, divided by quantity, the EOQ. Next, we have the total inventory cost, right? Total inventory cost will be the total carrying cost plus the total ordering cost. And then we have the reorder point, right? Reorder point, which have the L. Lead time in this, yang ini lead time is how many days barang akan sampai. Kalau dia tulis dalam 10 hari, barang akan sampai, then the lead time, the L adalah 10. DD is the demand per day or daily usage rate, right? This one is per day, and then demand per day, and plus safety stock, safety stock. Next, we have the frequency of orders, right? We have 360 divided by demand per year, bagi dengan quantity, the EOQ. Safety stock, SS, dia kalau tak bagi, kita kena calculate. Equal to 1.85 square root LF, lead time in days, plus multiply by the demand per year, right? Okay, so we have explained the formulas that we're going to use. Then we have the example. For example, kat sini DEF Corporation has an annual usage of 4,000 units. Right, the ordering cost is 100 per orders, while the carrying cost is 80 cents per orders. So the company holds 17 units as safety stock. It takes 7 days, right, for the shipment to arrive. So calculate economic order quantity, EOQ, reorder point, ROP, total ordering cost, TOC, total carrying cost, TCC, total inventory cost, TIC. So as usual, what should we do? We calculate EOQ. Kita copy lah the formula first. We copy the formula first. So we have the formula kat sini. Square root 2 darab D darab OC divided by CC. D adalah demand per year. So we check on the question here. The annual usage 4,000. This one adalah 4,000 adalah demand. Alright, per year. And then apa lagi? Then D adalah kita dapat 4,000. OC, ordering cost, here ada ordering cost 100. Why ordering cost 100? Next, kita ada CC, carrying cost. So sini ya, carrying cost 80 sen per unit. Alright, so kita we have everything already. Semua dah ada kat sini. So you just put in into the formula lah. Then you calculate. Okay, you calculate and then you give me the answer in the message box. Alright, so we check the answers. We have 1,000. Alright, so we have 1,000 units. So yang ini kita dapat genap 1,000. Salah if in the question, right? If in the question, they have state the order must be in multiple dalam gandaan. Dalam gandaan 100, I say contoh example. Kalau you dapat calculate, you dapat answer adalah 1,283 unit. Tapi question tulis, kalau you nak order, you mesti order dalam gandaan 100. So, multiple of 100. So, new EOQ adalah 1,300 unit. Yang ini kan you calculate 1,283. So, tapi the answer is 1,300 sebab kalau kita nak order, question cakap dalam gandaan. Sebab sometimes some company dia dah letak satu box, dalam satu box adalah 100. So dia tak nak pecahkan. So dia ada mention kalau you nak order mesti dalam gandaan 100. Senanglah sebab dia pack satu kotak 100, satu kotak 100. Kalau you nak 500 dia bagi 5 kotak. Right? So again kalau you dapat 121 1,212. This one also you order 1,300. Biasa kita akan bundakan satu kalau quantity satu. If the quantity is 1,212 kan, so we are still order 1,300. We are still order 1,200. Sebab kalau you order 1,200 then you dah berkurang 12. So better kita order banyak lah in this case, right? So you depend on the question lah, okay? So kalau dia ada tulis order mesti dalam gandaan 100 ke 50 ke 1,000 ke, so you just based on the question lah. Alright, okay, so this one we have done 1,000. So next, reorder point. So reorder point, we have lead time DD plus SS. So this one is lead time, this one is demand per day, and this one is safety. So demand per day kita nak calculate lah. So kita guna demand per year. This one adalah berapa? 4,000. Right, per year is 4,000. Working days per day is 360. So you calculate daily usage berapa? All right, so we have 11. So 11.11. So this one you then after you have calculate, yes, because yang ini sebab dia bukan final exam kan, final exam pula. Final answer. Because this one bukan final answer, so kita ambil 4 decimal point. So we use 4 decimal point. Kalau this one adalah final answer, you using 2 decimal point, ya okay lah. But this one not final answer, better use 4 decimal point. Then you replace kat sini lah. This one is lead time. Lead time tadi berapa? Lead time. Okay, it takes 7 days, right? The shipment to arrive. So lead time adalah 7. And then safety stock adalah 17. Right here, 17. Okay, so you calculate the reorder point. All right, so we check. Alright, so kita ada 7 multiply 11.1111 plus 17. Alright, okay. So we have 94.7778. Alright, again, kalau this one kita kena rounded up jadi bulan. So kita ada 95 units. Sebab yang ini adalah products. So produk dia tak ada pecahan. Alright, so kita rounded up lah 95. Right, products. Satu unit. Kalau smartphone, 95, 94 smartphone. Dia tak ada 95.777. Kita tak boleh potong the smartphone. Jadi 0.78. So dia kena ada 95 lah units. Right, but this one you don't worry sebab your final exam adalah MCQ kan. So you boleh tahulah 90, dia akan bagi 95 atau dia bagi 94.7. Then you just tick lah yang paling hampir. Next we have after reorder point kita ada total ordering cost. Total ordering cost. So formula dia adalah order cost per order, number of order per period. So this one D adalah 4,000. Quantity tadi kita calculate the EOQ adalah 1,000. OC here. Ordering cost adalah 100. Alright, so you just put in lah. Alright, 100 dalam 4,000 bahagi 1,000. All right, 400. All right, 400. So simple. Next, we go to total carrying cost. So we have carrying cost per unit multiply average inventory. So we have CC. Alright, Q adalah EOQ yang kita calculate tadi, 1,000. Right, divided by 2 plus safety stock. CC, we check the question. CC carrying cost is 80 cent per unit. And then the safety stock adalah 17. Alright, so you just put in lah, then you calculate. All right, so we check is 413.60 cents. All right, good. Next, we calculate the total inventory cost, which is total carrying cost plus total ordering cost, right? So you calculate. All right, so we check. So we have 400 plus 413.60 cents. Then we have 813.60. All right. All right, so we have done inventory management. Any question?
Sir,
Yes.
saya boleh tak pergi ke slide 34?
Yang mana?
Slide yang 34 saya tak sempat nak copy untuk.
34. This one.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Alright, done sir. Thank you.
Any more? Yang tak sempat?
No more.
No more. All right, and remember to take your attendance for today. So if you have no, shall we stop here?
Yes.
Yes. Siapa yang suara gembira tu? Okay, so we stop here lah. So we meet you again by tomorrow and Kamis. All right, if you have no question, then we stop here for today. Thank you for attending the class. See you again. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.